People of the verse, hello and welcome to this channel. This is the Eradicator, and today we are going to talk about multi-crew gameplay, which I think is a topic that is being quite overlooked. A lot of people like to play alone in Star Citizen. A lot of people like to do their own thing, and I've got to say, I used to be like that for quite a long time. I used to be a lone wolf all the way from back in the 3.0 days and even before 2.6, 2.5. I've always enjoyed playing the game alone, and right now, the more I play the game, the more I tend to regret this kind of approach. The more I think that I have been missing on quite a lot of opportunities to really have a lot of fun. The more I play this game with other people, the more I realize that this is actually the way this game is supposed to be. It is a massively multiplayer online game, an MMO. And this game really takes its entire scope when you get to play with other people. You can eventually see with all the amount of multi-crew ships that they have, or all the PvP action eventually. All of that gameplay called emergent gameplay that is created when players interact with one another. And so that's why lately I have really decided to do these, to repeat those experiences more and more. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. I'm going to share the fun with you guys. I am going to share with you why it is definitely an experience that is worth it. And we're going to start today with a very first mission here with a Freelancer, which is a ship that I have not been a big fan of for quite some time. But here I am flying with Joe Prime, so shout out to Joe Prime. By the way, he's got quite a pretty cool Twitch channel. I put the link in the description down below so you can check out also when he's playing. Sometimes I play with him too. And so we are doing, of course, this claim jumper mission here at the Hurston L4, if I am correct. And we are getting a lot of contacts here. The ship is already starting to fire. Joe Prime is already starting to fire. I am in the turret ready to rumble. And so here we go. Let's get started. We're starting the fire already right on those sentry guns. This is where the action is getting started. Trying to locate here the target eventually. Not easy when you have to circle through all of the different targets. At the same time, gotta have to make sure that we are well coordinated between myself and the pilot. This is the difficulty here when you are playing with those turrets. But eventually, we're gonna have to find what is most optimal when you are in that turret. Which target is the closest? Which one is going to be the easiest to take down? Looks like this prospector here is going to do the job, so we'll be doing our best here to take him down. Alright, fires Prime, and I'm ready over here targeting that prospector, but at the same time I can see that there is a sentry turret. You can see that green little light, those green little lights which just faded away, by the way, so we can't see them anymore. Nevertheless, this is all the difficulty here when you are playing this mission. You have so many different targets at the same time. It is really, especially, you know, you don't really have full control of your guns like you would have when you have auto gimbals. When you have auto gimbals, it's very easy it's very easy to maintain fire at your target. When you have those fixed turrets here, it is much more difficult, and as a result, you are landing far less shots than you would be landing if you are using auto gimbals like the pilot is using. So that's why it's really important to optimize your turrets as much as possible. Turret gameplay is really not the same as when you are actually flying the ship, and this is, you know, this sheer diversity that I am also enjoying at the same time. Multi-crew, you know, when you're not flying the ship, you're into those turrets, it is a whole other deal. You have to rely, of course, on the pilot. Look at this prospector here. Oh my goodness, we're having the shield effect right in our faces here from the prospector. The prospector laying the smack down on this Starfarer. Fortunately, it's not doing much. I can see that there's one of the targets here targeting one of the sentries. The sentries here, which must be taken down. We've already destroyed 5 of them. There's 3 more. So very soon we are going to get paid if we survive this encounter, this deadly encounter with all of those prospectors. This is, of course, where the fun begins. Look at, we've got at least 3 here in front of us. Oh, well, it looks like we have a target destroy. A little bit of desync, obviously. This is one of the main issues with Star Citizen after 3.8. There is a lot of desync. We do know that the devs are working with that desync. This is one of the main focus in 3.9, apart from all the different features, reworking the whole network code to make sure that these desync issues do not occur as frequently as they do now, or at least that they are not as cumbersome as they are right now, which also could explain why I am having difficulties here targeting those prospectors, because it is not my mission, it is Joe Prime's mission. So this is probably what he is seeing, and I have to deal with what he is seeing, which could explain why I am not landing so much up. But nevertheless, it is not really that important. What is important is that I am having a blast, which is what, after all, games are all about. Games are about having fun, not just grinding. This is not really the purpose of this form of entertainment, if I may say so. How are we doing here mission-wise? We still have one sentry. No, we have 3 sentries left. We've destroyed 6, and we have now 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, there's one right here as we are talking about those sentries. There's one that just passed by. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to target it. Soon it is going to be out of my line of sight, which is really tricky when you are in a turret. Of course, sometimes you don't have like a 360-degree turret. You have to really make sure that your angle is optimal. I'm trying to do my best when I'm shooting at this turret, but unfortunately, as you can see here, it is not taking down the entirety of the shields of the sentry. At the same time, the pilot is going away, which is really not happening. I do believe that he did figure out that one of the turret here was this direction. Of course, do make sure that you have the gyro mode. The reason why I am not bothered here by the ship moving is because the gyro mode is on. You gotta make sure that it is on, otherwise your turret is going to turn every time the ship is moving. But here you can see that the ship is moving, but the turret is not moving. I am still facing the target that I was trying to take down. Unfortunately, as you can see, not really working. It has not been effective. Nevertheless, objective complete. We have destroyed all of the sentries. Target destroyed. Wonderful. It looks like we are going to get paid, as you're going to see here. We are going to share the 5,000 Alpha UEC each, 10,000 Alpha UEC divided by 2. Look at this carcass of a prospector just passing by here. We are also getting extra money here. You can see I was awarded 500 Alpha UEC. That is because of the call to arms. It does look like a couple of the prospectors from that mission, from that jump claim mission, have not been destroyed. One of them is, of course, dead ahead, as you can see here, trying to follow my target. Not easy. Of course, it is much better when they are at close range like this prospector was, but of course they are also moving their own way. They are also flying around the ship, which gives extra difficulty, but extra excitement. And target destroyed. I've got him. Look at that, guys. Yeah, passing by the burning carcass of that prospector. There's one more target that I can see in my scope, so we're gonna have to try to take him. There it is, right here. Okay, full power here, full fire on this prospector. Of course, Joe Prime, the pilot of this prospector, is also going to try his best to take him down. He's got some massive auto gimbal ballistic guns here in the front of this prospector, so that is also going to definitely help to make short work of this prospector. And as soon as this is done, then the thing will be done. Looks like maybe not, because I am having another reading here in the radar. It looks like maybe another prospector is joining the fray here. Yes, look, we have a target destroyed. At the same time, we also have another prospector, so we're gonna have to try to take it down. Hopefully this one will be mine, because the other prospector was Joe Prime's. He had the money from Call to Arms. That's also one of the perks when you are flying the ship. You have, of course, more control over where your ship is going. Oh, target destroyed. All right, well, looks like this wasn't mine either, but at least we've got it. We've got them, and this is a victory here. Victory lap for the Eradicator and Joe Prime. And yeah, this was fun, guys. But this was with a small ship. This was fun with a small ship, the Prospector. Now, guys, we are going to see what it is to have fun with a bigger ship. And now we are in a Starfarer, as we can see here. And so here, well, the idea is to crew this Starfarer. So I'm waiting for my buddy Captain Carrot, who is supposed to be landing on this platform here at the bottom, not the bottom, but yeah, the rear end, I would say, of this Starfarer. Now, of course, we are waiting for him. He should be around. Well, this is Firefly PL, also known as Winston Duarte. Shout out to him, by the way, for joining me. I was also joined in this endeavor by Thomas Flores. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I certainly hope so. If I am not, then I am deeply sorry. So the idea here is to really see the full potential of the Starfarer, which I am giving away this month, by the way. Today, and tomorrow are the last 2 days to get a chance at winning this Starfarer. All you have to do to get a chance of winning is to be a subscriber of the channel and to comment to any videos posted this month. The winner will be announced early April. Speaking of giveaways, I'm also giving away $50 to my Patreon. So if you want to help out this channel throughout the crowdfunding website Patreon, any help is appreciated. Pledge at $1 a month and they give you extra chances on top of that to also win the Starfarer. It may be worth it. Anyway, let's have a look at where Mr. Captain Carrot is. It shouldn't be too far. Very soon we should be able to see him land on this platform. There's a reason, you know, since oh, there he is. All right, EVAing. He just left a herald. He's EVAing over here. Oh no, what is going on? Oh my goodness, Captain Carrot just crashed here. Captain Carrot, you okay, man? We had some crazy visuals here of you. Oh my goodness! I think that he just fell through the floor. Yeah, it looked like it looked like you you went through the floor. And not just that, but he actually died. We are going to see that his marker is going to be 20 million kilometers away. That is not good at all. There you go, 31 million kilometers. Captain Carrot, I can see that you are 31 million kilometers away. Are you back? Did you die? And unfortunately, he did. He died. But so, anyway, we still made our way to Delamar, which is where Levski is located. It is also where you have a lot of bounty hunting missions. And so I seized the opportunity to do something that I've always been wanting to do for a very long time. I had the chance to sit in the captain's chair in the Starfarer while I was barking orders at my pilots and my gunners. And let me tell you something, guys, it really felt good. I felt like a captain in a Star Trek movie, if you see what I mean. And so I was like, all right, pilot, let's go to Delamar. You may quantum drive when we are ready. Saying some stuff like that. I think a little twist of role play at the same time. And this is also one of the aspects of multiplayer in Star Citizen, this whole roleplay aspect that you may not eventually experience when you're on your own, because you're on your own. You may roleplay just with yourself, but it's so much more fun to actually roleplay with other people and think, yeah, that you are a captain, a commando captain. Captain Carrot has joined the Starfarer Gemini at last. Captain Carrot, no, don't get there. The ramp, the access ramp below the ship, Waiting for Captain Carrot. He joined us here at Delamar. Yes, here. It's going to be safer. You won't die here. So I thought. I think. There we go. Approaching here down the ramp. Face first. Well, at least you're safe. All right, welcome aboard. Well, we're going to have a replay of that, obviously. That was hilarious. You know this is going to be on the YouTube video, right? All right, let's go. Little replay here. Face first! And why is Captain Carrot 20 million kilometers again? Well, you guys guessed it. Oh my. It's okay, let's go. Dude, you should always have med pants. I think that this is the first time. We'll still be at Delamar. I think this is the first time I do the Eradicator's laugh with an actual teammate in the game. Anyway, we are right here next to our bounties, and the fun is about to start once again. As I said here, this is it, and we have multiple targets around us. We have to take down a couple of Buccaneers. This is Captain Carrot's glaive or scythe, I think, that's for some reason stuck at the back of this Starfarer. It's just a piece of trash right here. But look at that, those beautiful visuals here of the Starfarer from outside. This is what it's all about, guys. Of course, if I had more people, I would have had an actual pilot flying the ship while I would have been sitting in the pilot's chair, but unfortunately Captain Carrot died, so I have to fly the ship myself. I'm using the ship here as a gunboat, so I'm circling I'm basically flying in circles around a certain perimeter. And while at the same time, I'm relying on my gunners to take down the enemy ship. As you can see, the shields here are holding on, which is something that is very satisfying, as you can see. And we are also we are inflicting a barrage of laser fire all around the ship, which is great, guys. What you are seeing is the Starfarer Gemini in full action. This is something that I had never seen before. For real, it's like yeah, there's a constellation, absolutely. And this was the very first time that I saw this ship in full action, trying to take down the constellation.
Missile gone.
Send in the missiles, as you can see, missile gone, and hopefully we'll be able to take this constellation very quickly down using those massive size 4 laser auto cannons at the front. They are also auto gimbal, so they are very effective at taking
there's
down
a lot
ships.
of desyncing. Target destroyed. There goes the constellation.
And to be frank, guys, this was my very first kill with the Starfarer, and it felt very satisfying. But what really feels most satisfying are those external visuals that I'll let you enjoy.
I think that the most difficult is going to be that M50.
Absolutely.
But if we can destroy the bounty, I'll just getting out of here, because we came here for the hammerheads, right? We didn't come here for buccaneers.
Absolutely amazing visuals. And what I really liked also, guys, is listening to my teammates in the comms, in the with the intercom.
Missile send.
I think that the sound effect when you're talking to your teammates is actually very well done in Star Citizen and definitely adds extra immersion to the game. Just my opinion here.
Target destroyed. Objective complete, guys. Well done.
Well, as you can see, unfortunately, the ship ended up being quite damaged. Now, that was after 2 missions. After 1 mission, the ship was okay, but after the second mission, things got a little bit more complicated. We had a more difficult mission, Crime Stat 3, which involved a couple of Valkyries and Constellation, and they definitely did more damage to the Starfarer than this bunch of Buccaneers and M50s. So we had no choice. We had to go to the nearest rest stop, which was Crusader L5 at Lagrange Point L5. And as you can see, we're just in front of it, and it was very difficult. It took a long time. It took about 20 minutes to go there. So we were all here aboard. I told the guys, please abandon ship. The captain stays here just in case, but you guys can leave. I invited them to leave. These guys were very awesome. They wanted to stay with the captain. Looks like, yeah, Karak is going to leave the station. Is it going to crash here? Oh, that is going to be a very tight maneuver. Oh no, it did crash, or at least it did catch the Starfarer with it. Unfortunately, yes, it looks like these two ships are going to have a little dance. That was some really clumsy flying here from that Karat captain, who definitely needs to learn how to fly, because that was that was really ridiculous. Now, it didn't really help because I actually only have 1 thruster available. All of the other thrusters are not working, which is why it took me 20 minutes to get to Crusader L5. We limped our way to the station, and the objective here before resuming the fight is to get to repair the ship, which is what I'll try to do here. Now, of course, the most difficult is to align in front of the ship. You can see that Winston Duarte here managed to exit the ship. He is inside the station, which is going to allow him to respawn here, just in case he dies, in case things get a little bit complicated. Anyway, we are perfectly aligned now with the hangar, so we are going to try to advance. It's going to be a very, 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 very tight maneuver here. I'll try to move not faster than 10 meters per second, simply because I can't go much faster. Otherwise, the engines are going to surge, and I may spin completely out of control, which, as you can see, being this close to the hangar will mark the death of this ship, which is not what we came for. Now, for sure, for Winston Duarte here, who is down there in the hangar, it is going to be an amazing spectacle if the ship dies. As far as I'm concerned, it is not going to be fantastic. It is going to bring me back to Polaris R. I think this is where I came from. No, back to Lorville. I came from Lorville. Oh no,
And there you go, engine surging, unfortunately, just as we were entering the ship, which is not helping. And oh no, we are completely sideways. This is not going to be easy. Of course, if we were here bound to the gravity of Hurston, if we were at Loville, for example, bound to the gravity of Hurston, then this would definitely have marked the end of the adventure. But here, this is a space station where there is no gravity. Sure, there's a tiny microgravity that makes us attracted to the station. So here, there is still a chance that we can do some maneuvers or at least get inside the hangar, which is going to allow me to do some repairs. Because remember, guys, as of Star Citizen Alpha 3.8.2, all it takes to be able to get to repair is to actually hover over the platform. Don't land. If you land, you will not have access to the repair services. But if you hover over the platform,
I think I'm in. Let me try to repair the ship now.
And so let's see if now it is working. And as you can see, it does work for 2,400 Alpha UEC.
It's working, 2,400 Alpha UEC.
Which is definitely a lot of money. I have, I don't think that I've, actually, I think that I've broken even. I may have won maybe a few hundred Alpha UEC because the first mission was actually mine. I did not share the money with the team because I'm the captain, but we did share the money from the second mission, which was about, 2,500 Alpha UEC, which was split between all the different players. So eventually for this whole adventure, which took a little bit over than an hour, I won a few hundred Alpha UEC, so I did not get rich, but I'm telling you people, I had a lot of fun, and is it not what playing a video game is all about? Anyway, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you did enjoy this video, which is a bit different than what I usually do, but it is nice to have a little bit of gameplay from time to time. Shout out to all of my Patreons down here. You guys are absolutely awesome, and you are making this daily content possible. So thank you to all of you out there. We can see the names here in the screen. Shout out to everybody who also joins the join button. You guys are also awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Star Citizen goodness. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out.